just having a real moment, right? All of this passport bro shenanigans that we're seeing, it's a manifestation of the state of mind of the average American male, right? And what do I mean by that is the average American male, he doesn't put as much energy into self-improvement so that he can rise to the occasion and rise to the level of the women within his society, you know? And, you know, we see that reflected in the passport bro community where instead of these men, you know, bettering themselves to become better men, to build families and things like that, they would rather fly all the way around the world in search of what they can build right in America.
Okay, so you're saying that men need to improve themselves to better fit the women in North America. So tell me what exactly men need to improve on. Because it's very easy to say, but you need to be specific about what exactly men need to improve on. Because if you can't give them actionable steps and say, hey, if you did X, Y, and Z thing, then you would find a relationship here or a marriage here and a family here, then this all just seems kind of like bullshit. Because you're just saying, well, they need to improve themselves. Well, improve themselves how? No answer. It's easy for somebody just to say that. And the simple fact that if they can go to another country and then meet somebody who fits them well and they can have a good relationship and have the marriage and life they want, what was there to improve? They're not really the issue then. If they're able to go to another country and then meet somebody that fits what they want, were they really the issue then? Or is the issue the women that are here who are complaining that they can't find no man and that where are all the good men gone and they're like 38, 45 years old and they're just complaining and bitching and moaning and whining about everything?
And it's interesting because I see this reflected in my field of work. And so, you know, for those who don't know, my occupation is a spiritual advisor. You know, before I came on TikTok, I was very known in the spiritual community because I do good work for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as a spiritual advisor, we're like holistic therapists. You know, so when people are coming to me, I'm helping them to tap into their true potentials. We're getting insight into things in their life and finding solutions on how they can move forward, things like that, you know. And those services are available to anybody who comes to seek it. And that's what the website in my bio is, right? Where people...
Okay, so you're offering spiritual advising services, which is really like layman's therapy because you're not a licensed therapist. So you're just offering like, hey, I'm a guy and I'm going to talk to you and bring my perspective. Okay, fine. Like if somebody wants to do that, fine. I don't know what religion or spirituality means for you, so it's kind of weird. But let's check the link in your bio and try to see what you do there. Okay, thepaganplace.com, and he's got some courses in here that you can buy. Ancestor Mind audio class, Third Eye Opening audio. What is this? Audio from Juneteenth 2-day seminar. $250. Okay. You will learn the details of the process of calling and working with ancestors. You will learn the core science of ancestor veneration. Because of this, the class is open to people of any race or ethnic background. When the seminar is ingested and applied, it will truly give the power to take command of your ancestral strength. Okay, sounds like bullshit. Let's go back. This Third Eye Opening one also is going to sound like bullshit to me, but let's see, how much does this cost? Oh, this is only $40. Audio recordings to the Third Eye Opening Seminar. Listen to King Brujo, gives secret information on opening the third eye from real life experiences. Okay. Sounds like more quackery. And he's got a shop. Okay, the two things are there, and he's got readings. What is this? Readings. Ruin readings from King Brujo. Readings will be done over phone calls, WhatsApp, Facebook messages. Okay, I guess he calls you. I'm like, yeah, does he just chat with you? He's like, yeah, I threw some ruins down. just messaging you, just typing to you. Yeah, oh yeah, you got this one and this one and this one, and yeah, that means you're gonna die in 10 days. Good luck. Services. What has he got here? Testimonials, and then his readings. Okay, he's the real deal, guys. He's the real deal. You can see right there, somebody said it in a testimonial. He read his entire life and gave him clarity on a lot of things happening. He is truly connected to divinity. Do yourself a favor and schedule with this king. Oh my god. Okay, this sounds like some fucking bullshit.
Can come book readings and things like that. We can get the solutions and the insight. Now, most of the people that come to me are women.
They're mostly women that come to you because women like believe in a lot more in that quackery shit because they're not logical like men. Most men are pretty logical, so like, no, that's complete garbage. That's why. Women like horoscopes and shit. As far as I'm concerned, it's complete bullshit. It's just more like a fun thing. I would not base anything on my life on it.
Women that are seeking to better their lives, understand themselves deeper so that they can tap into higher levels of their self. And, you know, the few men that I do get, they are very strong men. You know, these are usually men that, you know, have families or are, you know, in some, you know, long-term type of relationships, things like that. Or if they are single men, they are high achieving type of men, you know. And
yeah, somehow I doubt this. High achieving type of men are not going to be coming for a spiritual reading or runic reading, and they're going to come to you for advice. Yeah, you seem like a snake oil salesman, my friend.
I wish that I could see more men seek those type of things and seek services like mine and other people that may do holistic forms, you know, of spirituality and things like that to help people.
I'm sure you do, so you could collect that money.
Because these are the same men that will avoid clinical therapy. You know what I'm saying? These are the same men that will forego going to a clinical therapist or getting counsel.
Well, I went to clinical therapy on my own, and I also went with my ex-partner through couples therapy, and I would never go see you because you sound like a quack. Why wouldn't I just go to a therapist? Why do I need to go to you? Explain that to me. Are you saying you're better than a therapist?
But they need it. They need it the most, right? And this whole passport bro thing, and it's not just the passport bros, because we see it reflected in other groups of these men that pop up, like the MGTOW, men going their own way, right? Or the red pill and the black pill and all these other manosphere type of sectors, right? We see it playing out. And all of it is men running away from the core issues.
Perhaps there are some men who are doing that. And I would agree with you that more people need to go to therapy in general. Like, everybody should probably be going to therapy at some point because we all have different issues. So I do agree with him there. And I don't think the black pill is good. I think the black pill is complete trash, and it just teaches you to be negative and basically view everything from a very negative lens. Like, you can't change anything, just kind of give up. It's complete garbage. The red pill is kind of like, for me, somewhere it's okay. I don't agree with everything in it, at least what I understand about it, but I like makes more sense to me. And MGTOW, I just men going their own way. Like, I understand why they're doing it. However, I wish that they would go to therapy or do something, you know, to try to rectify that and not just give up, because it also feels like you're giving up. But I think there is a group of people who should just not be married, should not be in a relationship, should not be married. There are certain people that shouldn't be. So if you're one of those people, makes sense. But I don't think you need to go around like telling other men like, hey, never get married and shit. Like, because it's to each their own. Everybody should be like figuring out their own way
within their self. Instead of working on those things and becoming better men, they will just run to what seems easier.
It's not running to what seems easier. It's actually hard to go to another country and then meet somebody. You think that's freaking easy? That's hard. What's easy is just to stay where you are and like marry somebody in your own city and just live an unhappy life. like, not necessarily unhappy, but let's say you end up in a unhappy relationship and you're just like, well, I'm not going to challenge this. I'm just going to stay there. People do that all the time with their careers. They're just like, they got a job or something, they got a career and they don't like it, but they stay anyways because they're like, oh, I don't want to change. Oh, it's so hard, blah, blah. So they just stay. That is easy. Making a change, doing something like going to another country and meeting somebody is way harder.
And that's just my little, 2 cents, my little consejo for the day, for the night. And, you don't have to take it as is. It's just my observations from somebody that deals with a lot of people. I got hundreds of people I deal with on a regular basis. And this is just what I see. And so studies reflect that as well when you look into who goes to therapy, right? And so with that being said, it's your favorite King Brujo. I'm out.
Well, I do think men are less likely to go to therapy, so I don't think he's wrong there. I don't know the studies per se, but that is how I understand it. I could be totally wrong, and maybe men do go a lot to therapy. But my understanding is women are more likely to go to therapy. Because men, it's like any health issue. We're like, oh, we have pains in our body, and we're like, oh, it's fine, I'll deal with it. Oh, I'll man through it, I'll deal with it. And next thing you know, we have like a stroke because actually we were getting warning signs and weren't paying attention, and then now half our body is paralyzed. So I think as men we need to pay more attention to mental health and our physical health better, just like how in general women do. It's harder to be a passport bro than not to be a passport bro. So do not agree with what he's saying here. I wouldn't buy anything from him. I respect the fact that he's sharing his opinion. That's fine. Everybody's entitled. So no issues there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you later.